welcome to the Big Bear Homestead. Today we're going to make a video just out of pure happenstance. We woke up this morning and found out that our sow had delivered her piglets overnight. It was very cold last night, and she, for some reason or another, we're not really sure why, but she rejected all 13 of her piglets. When we went out to check on her this morning, we found that one of them was still alive, and this is the lucky guy that we found. Now, he technically, I guess you want to call him kind of an orphan because mom's not wanting to take care of him. So what we've done is we've cleaned him up a little bit. We cleaned out his ears. I just want to talk to you a little bit about the kind of things that you'll need to do to take care of an orphan piglet. First, let me give you this caveat. In a week, this guy may die. In a day, we might wake up tomorrow morning and he might be dead. But we're going to do everything that we can to hopefully kind of keep that from happening. The first thing that we did is we needed to keep him warm. Baby pigs cannot generate their own body heat. That's why you have a lot of moms who will roll over on their babies because they're trying to keep them warm. With it being as cold as it was this morning, we needed to bring him in and make sure that he wasn't in shock. So we had to very gradually bring his body temperature up. As you can see now, he's quite happy and comfortable. The body temperature you're aiming for is about 90 degrees. That's what you want to keep them at. And one of the ways to do that is we've obviously set up a pallet close to our gas fireplace that we have. Another thing we've done is because we don't have carpet, the floors are not insulated very well. So on the actual tile, you'll see, if I put him on there, you'll see he is not comfortable on the cold. It's too cold for him. So what we need to do is we've insulated the floor with 2 beaver hides that we had. We put them one down with the fur down and then one with the fur up so that he can generate some of the warmth from the fur itself. I know it's cold, I'm sorry. The other thing that we've done is we grabbed a heating pad and we put it on the lowest setting. We're not going to put it on real high because we don't want to burn him. And then we don't have the cover that the heating pad was on, so we've taken an old sheet and we just drape the sheet over that, so there's one layer over him. And then what we do is we just kind of let him find his spot where he wants to stay. Now remember, pigs root, so that's one of the things he's doing right now is kind of rooting in to see what, where everything is. That's how they do a lot of their exploring, is with their nose. So that's what he has been doing a lot of today. Now, the next thing you need to know about with the baby piglet is, one, how far along are they? Today, obviously, we found out that our piglet was probably less than 12 hours old. So there's a good possibility that he didn't get any of the colostrum from his mom. As you can see on my finger here, he is trying to feed off of my pinky. So we know he's kind of hungry. We need to get him fed. So what we chose to do is go ahead and get him some colostrum first before we try to give him any kind of a supplemental milk. And we got that at the local feed and seed or Tractor Supply, whatever. We also found this attachment that goes just on a regular 20-ounce bottle, soda bottle. You just cut the nipple off to open it up so that you can feed. And we mixed the colostrum up and put it in the bottle, and we'll feed him. Within the first 24 hours, you're going to feed him like every 2 to 3 hours, or as needed. He may let you know he wants to eat more. It just depends on how much they need. The other thing too is you're going to have to continue to check on them for bowel movements. Make sure that they're getting rid of all this stuff, just like a little baby does. The pigs will do the same thing. They'll poop out all the nasty stuff from when they were in the womb. They'll also do a lot of peeing. And you want to see that because you want to see that all of his internal organs and all of his intestines, everything's working properly. And then all you do is kind of wait. You'll see that they'll start to grow. They'll get A little bit more playful. That's what he's doing already, which is kind of funny to me because he's not even 24 hours old and he's already got a little bit of a personality. One other thing that we did was we cleaned out his ears because obviously they're full of all kinds of fluid when they come out because each one has its own separate little sac of fluid. And so we took Q-tips and very gently, warm water, kind of cleaned his ears out and got the dirt out. Now you will see one thing, he still has his umbilical cord. We're not going to mess with that. You just let it fall off just like a baby would. It will eventually fall off. There's no need to pull it off because it will eventually just close off itself and make its own little scar, if you will, or scab. And that's pretty much all there is to it at this point, is just to keep him warm, keep him fed, and keep an eye on his bowel movements to make sure he doesn't have any kind of infections or anything backing up. And then it's just a waiting game to see if they make it through the first week or two with no major problems. One thing I did want to cover also is in our rush to find milk, we've had a lot of people that were suggesting a bunch of different things for us. We had one lady that mentioned sheep's milk. We had another couple people that have mentioned cow's milk. We have raised orphan pigs in the past, and one thing that we found when we had our own cow, we tried using raw milk with piglets, and we didn't have much success with that. We seemed to lose more piglets that way. And one thing that we found in our research was that cow's milk is a whole lot harder for a piglet to digest. So we have stuck with goat's milk, and we've had way more success with goat's milk that way because apparently it's a lot easier for a baby piglet to digest. So that's what we will jump up to once we get past the colostrum stage. If he's still alive, we will go with goat's milk. I hope this has helped you, and hopefully you'll follow us on our YouTube channel and also on our website and everything. We'll be giving you little posted updates and stuff on what's going on. We haven't really come up with a name for him yet because he's still so young. We kind of don't want to name him and then get our little hearts broken because he poops out on us. But what we do want to ask you to do is check us out on our website at www.bigbearhomestead.com. You can also give us a like on Facebook and follow us with all of the posts we'll have about what's going on this spring, and hopefully we'll have more posts about this little booger. And you can continue to follow us on YouTube, subscribe, and you'll get all of the new videos that we have coming up this spring. Have a nice day.